DC Multiverse!
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. My name is Brad, the DC Universe Geek, and today we are looking at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse, The Flash, and The Rival. Now, while pretty much everybody knows who Wally West is, because he was the DC Universe's Flash for many, many years after the death of Barry Allen, a lot of people have no idea who The Rival is. The Rival used to be a professor where Jay Garrick had gone to school, created by John Broome and Joe Kubert. And his first appearance, at least this version of The Rival's first appearance, was in The Flash 750 back in 2020. And he is not a nice guy. At any rate, both of these figures come with lightning accessories and a trading card each, and The Rival comes with 2 more sets of interchangeable hands. Here's Wally's trading card. You can see a really fantastic piece of artwork, and on the other side we have our data file bio. Here is the trading card for The Rival, same as the artwork on the back of the box. I'm going to turn it over, and for those of you who have no idea who he is and want more information, here is a data file right here on the very back of this trading card. Now, we know how all of these lightning effects clip onto the figure, right? You don't need me to go through this because we've seen this so many times before, so I'm just going to move these out of the way, remove both of the trading cards, and focus just on the figures. Let's start with Wally West Flash before moving on to The Rival. As you can plainly see here, this is yet another reuse of the original Barry Allen Flash body buck. The only real difference is this one here doesn't have the yellow line work painted on the chest. It has a different symbol that has been embedded in Wally West's chest, and he has a different head sculpt. But other than that, these are exactly the same figure. And I don't mind, it works. I mean, Wally is a slender Flash. He's not supposed to be a super buff Flash, and this works with this figure. I'm okay with the reuse for this Wally West Flash. The symbol looks nice set in his chest there. Some people don't like the facial sculpt, and I think that the facial sculpt actually looks okay. He's got a nice smile there. He's got the black around the eyes. I don't think it looks too terrible, to be honest. But other than that, it's exactly the same figure. And while the bands around his arms and his waist and his chest and his ear wings up here, they're all done in gold. The boots are just done in bright yellow. They're not gold. Would have been cool if they all kind of matched a bit more, but in the end, I don't care. I think the figure looks cool. And as with all the other Flash figures, you can get this guy into some good running poses. He does have really good articulation that allows for that kind of thing. He has plenty of movement up here in the torso, down here in the waist, up here in the arms. Lots and lots and lots of articulation in all the places that, let's face it, those of us who have bought this figure, we've probably already got Reverse Flash, and we have the regular Barry Allen Flash, and we have the Black Flash. We have every body this has been used for, the original Wally, and it's not a poorly articulated figure, so no complaints with the articulation. Now we should move on to The Rival, a figure that is made off of the Jay Garrick body buck. Here's the closest thing I've got to one that has been untouched. He does have a new head sculpt and helmet, and fists, but the body buck is the same, so you can actually see that it is the exact same body. The only real difference is that this one has been painted darker or sculpted darker. You have dark pants, you have darker boots, you have a darker red, and that makes sense because The Rival is a darker version of Jay Garrick Flash. The main difference here is this maniacal, sort of Joker-esque head sculpt that he has, and I really like this. This is so good. And those ear wings on his bull helmet look pretty fantastic as well. He's got the lightning coming out of the eyes. And I don't mind them reusing this body buck again for a figure that it would make sense that they would reuse this body buck for. Because he literally dresses exactly the same as Jay Garrick Flash. And he also is quite poseable. He has all the right articulation points in all the right places. Very, very articulated. This is the one here that I check the most. That's the only thing that I wish he had more of. That thigh cut approximation. Double jointed knees, ankles on a rounded hinge with the toe and the pivot. Yeah, he's pretty good. And you can get him into some satisfactory running poses as well. You just gotta, you know, and then you go like that, this up like that, over here, do like this, right? Not bad. Not bad. Like, you can get him into some good poses. So no complaints really about his articulation. And it's a cool figure overall. So what do I think about Wally West and the Rival? Do I like these figures? Yes. For one, it's always good to add more villains to the villain gallery, so the Rival is going to go up on my villain shelf. I've already got a Wally West figure. I didn't compare him because mine's a complete and total custom that I used, that I'm built off the original Wally West body. Here he is here compared, but I figured I would compare him after because he's not really a fair comparison. I definitely like both figures, and they've both definitely earned a place in my collection. Anyway, that's all I have for time today, so I will see you with the next one. Have a DC day, everybody, and take care.